Uriah Hall. Two Uriahs, same card. How you gonna tell them apart? This has been by far the most redonkulous episode of The Ultimate Fighter for me so far. Redonkulous. Truth be told, I'm more excited about the Ultimate Fighters fighting than the main event fighters fighting. I want to see Uriah Hall. I want to see Dylan Andrews. Don't want to see Bubba. Don't know how he got on the main card. But never mind that. Let's talk about the other Uriah, the first Uriah. Let's talk about White Uriah. Uriah Hall. Let's talk about the first Uriah, the White Uriah. Uriah Faber. The California Kid has won all of his non-title fights in the UFC. He has lost all of his title fights in the UFC. So, my C- in college algebra tells me there's going to be more of the same. But enough about that. Uriah Hall. Is it a hype machine? Is it for real? Who knows? I know. It's pretty for real. It's pretty serious. Uriah Hall. He's sending people to the hospital. He's doing the Hadoken thing. It's just too much. And he did the flip with the... It's just a lot to take in. I might just go rewatch the whole season just cause. I mean... Uriah Hall. Tell you what's going to be better than this season. Season 18. Just gotta be. But he's also going against the king of the upsets. Kevin, just like Dylan, has heart. And just like Dylan, he was the last pick for his team, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong about it, just you know, do what you do down in the comments. And just like Chael mentioned during the show, Kevin is not really good at any one thing. He's just a grinder. Whatever he does do, he's going to be effective, and he's going to do it to the best of his ability. And he's been very impressive. Very impressive. And I think Kevin is going to be one of the few that won't be intimidated by Uriah, and he won't allow the stigma or the air of Uriah to affect what he's going to do. He's going to go out there and try his best to put Uriah away. I was expecting the same thing from Dylan. I don't know what happened. he almost got his eye jabbed out. That was a pretty disappointing fight. I thought for sure that for the first time during the season, Uriah was going to be challenged. But still looking forward to Dylan, though. Still looking forward to that guy. But Kevin, Uriah, I pick Uriah, but it's going to be a good fight. Great fight. The buzz surrounding Uriah right now is ridiculous. But once you get in that octagon and the gate closes and it's just you and that guy, the buzz is not going to save you. The hype is not going to save you. Uriah Hall. Just like he said recently, I let my fist do the talking. I don't need to talk trash. Totally agree. Now let's talk about the most important fight on this card, which is Miesha Tate versus... Brown, Gonzaga. Kind of want to see both of them win. I'll go Gonzaga. I don't know. I don't want to pick anybody. I'm not going to pick anybody. Let's talk about Bubba. Uriah Hall. Bubba. Not only did you come on the show talking all kinds of trash and all of these advanced strategies for ending up in the finale and calling out people and just walking around strutting and you know, got your chest out, and the most experienced fighter on the show, and you turned out to be the suckiest fighter on the show. Ridiculous. And you knew deep down in your heart that you didn't deserve that wild card. I'm not talking to you directly because I don't want any trouble. And the only reason that you won that fight against Casey was because he was more of a coward than you. You got millions of people all across the world that would kill for a chance to be on that show. They would actually murder someone to be on that show. And you give this 30% performance, and this one doesn't even get off the stool for the next round. That's unacceptable. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Neither one of you deserve to be on that show. Neither one. I don't care how many fights you've had. I don't care how experienced you were, and people saying, oh, you don't know about MMA because he deserved that spot. Sir, MMA is about what have you done for me lately, and what has Bubba done for us lately? He's fighting Gilbert Smith, so they both suck major balls, so I really don't care who wins. They both lose. They both gas out at the same time, and they both lose. Bubba. Going on complaining about making weight every week. Everybody else had to make weight. I thought you were the experienced fighter. I thought this is what you do. This is your first time making weight. Everybody else has got the same problems you got. But yet you're the only one talking about your kidney hurt, your spleen is crooked, your toenail cut too low. I mean, come on. Actually, I hope you lose. I hope you lose. I would rather Gilbert Smith win, even though he's a dirtbag too. I would rather him win and keep him around for however much longer. But you're hard to look at because you talk a lot. And empty cans make the most noise. Bubba. And then you practically ran into Uriah's fist. Commercial was on, I'm getting something to eat, I take a sip of my drink, and you're looking on the ground for loose change, and I'm trying to figure out what happened. I want my money back. I didn't spend any money on it. But you should pay me. Bubba. Josh versus Casey. Josh wins by gas out. I'll be shocked if Casey even gets off the stool. Luke Barnett versus Colin. Luke looked really good during the season, and I was really shocked when he lost to Dylan. And that's just because Dylan had more heart, and he wanted to get his hand raised that day. Luke came in there with a bit of an attitude, and rightfully so. He should be cocky. That was a beautiful knockout on Gilbert Smith, I think. But cockiness is not going to win the fight. You gotta actually win the fight. So I'm still looking forward to seeing him fight. Dylan Andrews, Jimmy Quinlan. I am really impressed with Dylan. Last pick. Did not see that coming for Miles. Didn't see it coming at all. The fat kid that got picked during PE turns out to be really good at dodgeball. Dylan Andrews is not fat. There's no PE, and I'm not sure if he's good at dodgeball. I was just trying to... I have no idea what happened with that Uriah fight. He looked like he was in a daze. He looked like he was mesmerized by Uriah, and rightfully so. I understand, but still, I was expecting Uriah to be challenged for the first time, but I guess we'll see. I guess hopefully Dylan will show up on Saturday, and we'll get something better from him. Clint Hester versus Bristol. Imagine if Clint would have gotten that wild card. It breaks my heart to even talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. He should have gotten that wild card. In other news, The Ultimate Fighter Season 18 has been announced to be hosted by that one chick, and the fighters are going to be co-ed, living in the same house, I think. Because, God forbid, women's MMA should have to stand on its own 2 feet. So now we can expect, so now we can deal with the sideshow stuff, and we can deal with the flirting and people sneaking into each other's rooms. We'll save the MMA for later, but let's do that for a while because that sells. Also, Nick Diaz is still struggling with mixed martial arts laser. GSP is expected to star in a new movie as Batroc the Leaper. He will begin filming in Los Angeles in a few weeks, but analysts predict he won't finish. I'm a huge GSP fan, but dude's got to finish a fight. This is getting a little stupid, a little ridiculous. I can't defend him forever. And then to even be talking about a super fight is ridiculous. You got Silva, doing all kinds of amazing things and finishing fights. Stupid stuff. That doesn't even make any sense. And this guy's, Bubba. Uriah Hall. Faber. Hall. Don't care. Gonzaga. Smith. Salmon. Josh. Barnett. Andrews. Hester. Paslowski. Not Miller. Blanco. Lawrence. I'm right, you're wrong.